Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, and I'm back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto: The Dawn of the New Red Sun? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted movie as well. Now, before continuing this, shout out to all of you because all of your ideas gave me this idea in general. So, yeah, thank you so much for kindly giving me this idea. And aside from that, if you haven't, then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And yeah, a new game is about to be released, Need for Speed Unbound. I already have that, and yeah, today is the day when I will be able to preload it, and when it is released, I will be able to go live and stream it on YouTube. So if you want to join in, I suggest you join in soon on the 2nd of December, because that will be the day I will be going live with that game after it is released. And yeah, I might play it for 1 or 2 hours. There might be some bugs. We will find out when that happens. Aside from that, I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, night. Wherever you are, stay safe and yeah, stay protected. Aside from that, enough of my yip-yapping, and without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Story begins as you see a figure sitting on a throne. As the said throne was made out of skulls. Skulls of the shinobi world. All of the shinobis and humans there were dead. And it was all thanks to one madman, Madara Uchiha. His subordinates were also killed, the people he used, the Akatsuki. Naruto Uzumaki, the one who fought against them for many years, well, they now realized, at their doom, that he was telling them the truth. That Zetsu and Madara were corrupted and were trying to use them, but they did not listen. The 4th Shinobi War happened, the 5th happened, and still, Naruto tried to persuade them instead of just going for the kill. Unfortunately, in the 6th Shinobi War, all was lost, and Naruto, alongside them, had died, and they were killed alongside with him by Madara himself. As their leader, Pain, or better yet known as Nagato Uzumaki, opened his eyes again. Instead of being hell, it was him just back in time. All the way back before the Kyuubi attack happened or anything at all. And so was, well, Obito Uchiha, as he could see himself with Zetsu as they were on the outskirts of Konoha, moving there to attack. As we go towards Obito's perspective, what? What do you mean, what? We are here to attack as Madara ordered Obito, and try to steal the Kyuubi no Yoko, Zetsu. Alright, Obito said, thinking that something was off and he needed to figure out what was going on. As in his life he had many regrets, and the biggest was that he with his bare hands killed his only best friend Kakashi, later finding out that what the reality was when he was being killed by Madara himself. He had a lot of people to save. For instance, his sensei, his Neichan Kushina, as well as his brother Kakashi, and most of all Naruto, who still forgave him in the end, and yet he could not forgive himself now. As both of them made their way towards Konoha to see where Kushina was giving birth to Naruto. As Naruto was born and everything was peaceful. Now, Obito, go and do your job. Zetsu, what? Die, you son of a bitch. As Zetsu was kamui'd into a different dimension. As not only that, Obito came there himself and finished the job. Zetsu literally had nowhere to run since it was Obito's dimension. He will either be forever trapped there or, well, either die at his hands. One of two things happened, and it was the death Obito Uchiha has killed of Zetsu. As he appeared in front of his sensei, "Who are you?" "It's been a long time, sensei." As Obito removed his mask, causing Minato and Kushina's eyes to go wide. "What? Obito? But, I will tell you everything." As Obito in the Genjutsu told them everything what happened and how he got here. As Minato and Kushina cried, "We forgive you, Obito." You know the funny thing? I expected your son to never forgive me, but he did the same. We know. But seriously, Madara is alive out there? Yes, he is. He is in a pod-like state. Unfortunately, he was way too much paranoid. And the pod is secured with a lot of seals, and he will only be awakened within 15 years of time. His body is each and every fiber and cell is regenerating back to his youthful state. 100 times more powerful than he was when back in the time. We need to prepare ourselves. That is why I am here, and I think I'm not the only one. As Minato was quite surprised by this. What do you mean? I think the rest of the Akatsuki is also back. And if they are, I am going to gather them, and we are still going to work with Madara. What? Yes, but when the time comes, we will be the one who will be victor, not him. So you're acting as a double agent then? Yes. Wait, Obito, why are you doing this? I thought that after everything you told me, as you said, you lost everything when Rin died. You blamed us, but why now? Well, I think I blame myself more than anyone in this one, Sensei. You were not there. You were fighting your own battle. While Kakashi was there, he tried to kill and aim towards the Mizushinobi, while Rin herself jumped in. It was Madara who made me see the other way around. I was a fool, but no longer, Sensei. You have to warn everyone. A lot of that will happen. Even Orochimaru will be changed soon. You need to get all the allies you can. But how did Madara become so powerful? He has absorbed each and every Otsutsuki. What? What do you mean? Who even are they? And how did he do that? Otsutsukis are the ones from which we got the chakra from. One of the Otsutsuki was the mother of the sage herself, Kaguya Otsutsuki, the rabbit goddess. So she just wasn't a myth, meaning that she is more like was, Sensei. More like she was sealed there. Madara, after Zetsu told him, went there to absorb all of them behind his back to get and attain more power. He wants his own kingdom, and this world shall be his, as he mentioned. But no longer, because I have seen what a king is like. What do you mean? Your son Naruto, Sensei. He was the leader of rebellion. He fought 4 wars against him, and Madara killed him by trick. What? How? I'm not going to tell you that, my Sensei. You'll be hurt beyond words. So, I rather that you protect him and raise him, while also train him harshly. I know it is bad to do so, but it must be done, because once Madara is awakened, he will no longer be a human, or just the war god on the battlefield. He will be a literal god that we must all fear. Okay, be careful, Obito. We're happy that you're back. Thanks, Sensei. I should have done this a long time ago. As Obito vanished from there, as Minato and Kushina looked at each other, what should we do? What do you think? We're going to train him, our son, because the threat that is soon to befall on us, we can't let it be ignored any longer, Kushina. And the prophecy, remember? It all makes sense now. Naruto is the child of prophecy. As Kushina nodded, and from then on Naruto's fate was locked. As we go towards Obito, as he appeared in front of Madara's capsule, where he saw Madara sleeping peacefully inside the liquid, as his body was regenerating. Damn it, I can't just kill him. As his voice boomed, what happened to Zetsu? He died. What? We were attacked, but you don't look harmed. He said that he will move inside himself and I be on the guard duty. He didn't trust me with that job. I told him that I can handle myself, but he did not listen. An unfortunate accident. Gather up the troops. You have to find on your own the perfect crew now for us, Obito. Do not disappoint me. I won't, grandfather. And with those words, Obito left. As Madara eyes were still closed, as only his voice could be heard, and he was left alone in that room. As we see that Obito was now in Amegakure 1 month later, as he was waiting there for someone, and though someone appeared in front of him, Kisame Hoshigaki, as well as Deidara, Sasori, Hidan, Kakazu, as well as Pain and his boss, and Konan. Where is Zetsu? He's dead. I killed him. We all wanted revenge, you piece of shit, said Hidan. Well, I get why everyone else is here, but I'm surprised to see Kakazu and Hidan here. Well, you see, we at one time find peace and love as well when we were with him, battling against the rebellion. But he killed them all, used them and disposed them like tools, and we couldn't bear it anymore. So, what are you going to do now? What else? We're fighting alongside you, protecting the humanity, earning a title for ourselves. That is more than what we asked for, said Kakazu. I was still thinking about a little bit of money. Well, Bane then said, Obito, did you? Yes, I prevented a great catastrophe from happening. Naruto has his parents, and they will be teaching him personally now. That is good, but Naruto is not the Jinchuriki now. Oh yes, you are right. I have to correct one thing then. Yes, you have to. But I still don't get it, Konan said. If we are going to change things, then this isn't the best course of action then? Naruto will be strong, but he will be strong on his own and will not have to rely on that fox. But, Konan, Naruto, with the help of that fox, was able to beat Madara to the inch of his life, remember? In the 5th Great Shinobi War. Oh, yes, I remember now. Flashback. It was the 2nd Great Shinobi War that happened under the rebellion and the kingdom of Madara Uchiha. As Sasuke Uchiha, the general, and Shikaku Nara, and their leader Naruto Uzumaki were on the battlefield with their battalions. As they were standing there, a huge amount of meteors came upon them again, this time lava-induced, as Naruto, with a single swish of his Kurama avatar tail, threw them back, killing Madara's army. As Naruto then charged a huge Bijudama, as Sasuke charged Kirin. But this time it was different, as the dragon that appeared made out of lightning took the Bijudama in his mouth and, well, dashed towards the said battalion and destroyed it in great miles, 2 of the greatest shinobis of the time. As Shikaku then said, Naruto, Sasuke, he's here. As Madara appeared there, as without any warning, both his generals were thrown back. You and me, Uzumaki. Let's see how you dance. As Naruto and Madara fought one another. They fought hard and strong. In the end, both were panting, but thanks to Sasuke and Shikamaru's help, Madara was beaten down to the inch of his life, with the help of Kurama as well, as Naruto in his body and state mode was standing there. The perfect bargain state mode that will not harm him or the QB. How about that, Madara? But Madara, with the help of Obito, was able to escape with an axe rod launched straight into Naruto's chest. And that is how Madara was able to escape at the time. End of the flashback. It was sure as hell quite intense back then, said Kisame. So, what are we going to do? Itachi is still not with us, and Orochimaru. Well, we can... Yes, I have to visit him and get a meeting between him and the 3rd Hokage. After telling them everything, that is the only way we will be able to persuade him our side. You know that after his son died, he became quite numb and went on his own to kill Madara himself. But we know, Mitsuki's death had a huge toll on him. He was a bright child. A good one. Far from what we expected from Orochimaru. Yeah, you got that right. As after that, they decided to chat and make plans. And the plan was simple, to save the Jinchurikis and only take a chunk of their Biju's chakra after talking to their Kages and telling them their plan and hoping that they will agree. And their best shot was to gather all the Kages in a Kage summit and tell them what they were planning. And that is what they were going to do. First off, they had to win the trust of their sensei. I mean, more like Obito's sensei, which was Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage of Konoha Gakure, because he was the key in all of this. As we go back in towards Konoha, as we see Minato sitting in his office, a lot of things has happened. He was happy, scared, and worried about the future, and he was waiting patiently for one visit, as it was Obito who appeared there, as all of his envoys were on guard, as he made a hand sign so that they wouldn't move, as he called in, as Kakashi arrived. Please remove your mask. Obito? You're alive. As Obito then said, yeah man, nice to see you too, Kakashi. You idiot, where have you been? You could have come back here. Damn it, Obito. Well, yeah, I guess I was lost and I now found my way home. Alright, I don't want to interrupt your reunion and all, but Obito, what is it that you want to talk about? We need your help, Sensei. I have gathered the Akatsuki. Madara knows that we are gathering people, and they all have regressed back, as I have thought. But they're a big change in the future. You see, Naruto, with the help of the Biju, the Kyuubi no Yoko, was able to beat Madara to the inch of his life. If we all are helping him then and there is a huge chance that it can be done. He can die. And not only that, we must also train Sasuke Uchiha and Shikamaru Nara. Both of them were his generals. Huh. Fugaku-san and Shikaku-san, huh? Yes. And one more thing. Naruto has to be the Jinchuriki. What? Is it necessary? Yes, it is. We have to talk to the Biju. I will. It is a dangerous gamble that you're playing, Obito. You know that I will not allow you to do so. I know that you are protective of us, Sensei, but I have to. I am the reason why the whole world was messed up from before I regressed. I will not let that happen again. I'd rather die than let that happen again. I will not let you die. Nobody will this time around, said Minato. Even though I was the cause of your death, Sensei, I told you already. But no more. I am going to change everything. I'm no longer a pawn of his, and I will prove it by changing the past and changing the future altogether, said Obito, with great conviction in his eyes. Who else do we need? We need to gather all the 5 Kages as a summit. And not only that, we need a person who can provide fake news and updates to Madara. That will be done by me. I have already told him that Zetsu is dead. Zetsu? Is that the... Yes. And he betrayed his... Yes, he betrayed being the slave of the Otsuzukis and sided with Madara, who gave him the position of his general. That is why he accepted and let all the Otsuzukis' location be revealed, and Madara absorbed them. I think he has already absorbed them, and that is why his body was on the verge of destroying with such power, and that is why he's there in the pod. Can't we just know? We can't. The pod is laced with a lot of seals, prepared by him and Obito himself. What do you mean? Aren't you? No, Obito was the name of a slave that he had. Not me. I am Obito Uchiha. He was simply Obito. He had brown hair and, well, brown eyes. He killed that seal master once the job was done, in front of my eyes. I see. I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, a lot of people are dead already, Sensei, in his pursuit to make this world his kingdom. We cannot waste any more time. First, I have to do this then. As we go towards Kushina. No, no way. Not happening, Obito. I know that even in the future that has happened. I cannot allow this to happen now. We are here. I'll deal with them. You can't, Nason, please. You have to listen to me. I know it is harsh reality that you must face, but this is the only thing I cannot change. Naruto needs this power. He needs to be ready when that fight happens. As suddenly Kushina was knocked out unconscious before she could speak. Kushina? Kushina! Minato said as suddenly Kushina back rose up. But this time her eyes were red with slits. Tell me, why should I accept your offer? You could be all for I care lying. I'm not. I've seen firsthand what they could do. If I am lying, then how do I know about Otsutsuki's? Kage Otsutsuki, Ishiki Otsutsuki, Momoshiki Otsutsuki, Kishiki Otsutsuki, Hageromo Otsutsuki. Don't you dare say that name. You all don't deserve to remember that name. The sage sacrificed himself to give you and Naruto the power to use the ultimate Baryon mode. But that is the mode that costs me my life. With the perfect Baryon mode, it won't. I was spying on Naruto when that happened in the battlefield. I heard everything, and that is why I remember. He, with your help, was able to beat Madara to the very inch of his life, thanks to the help of Sasuke Uchiha and Shikamaru Nara, and your help as well, Kurama. Now I know that you are telling the truth, because you know my name, and I will not tell anyone my name. Tell me what you want me to do. I want you to be inside Naruto and make him a Jinchuriki. I see. And what else? We need to warn the other Jinchurikis as well as the other Kages. They had to be in the perfect conditions. But Taki, they also have a Jinchuriki, right? Said Minato. Yes, Sensei. And that is why I want you to gather the leader of Taki as well as the Jinchuriki of there. As we have a time skip, we go back to the cave to see that Obito was feeding Madara the fake news that he was receiving, that the, war was happening out there and it was chaos. But their plan has been failing over and over again. Why such failure, Obito? I thought I taught you better. If it was Zetsu who would have survived that day. I'm sorry, grandfather. No, enough. Go out there and make this right, boy. I will, sir. I'm trying my best. Your best is not enough then. Try more harder. I will, sir. Good. Now leave. As Madara sighed. Something is either up with that boy or he is just useless. One way or another, I will find out what it is soon. After I am released from this cage. As the 5 Kage summit was happening 1 month later in Iron Country, as the leader of the Akatsuki was there as a guest as well, as was Taki's leader. Why have you gathered us here, Minato? I'm going to show you something through my, friend over here, who is the leader of the Akatsuki. Please, if you will, Toby. As the masked person nodded, and all of them were inside a genjutsu. What is the meaning of this? Said A. Please, A-san, calm down. Everything will be revealed in due time. As then they saw how they died, and everything that was happening around them, and how their loved ones died, one by one, and how Three Figure rose and started a rebellion, and how it was all doomed in the end. And they saw Madara smirking at them. And that is the end of it. As after that, the genjutsu was ended. Is that some sort of illusion and a trick? No, it is the reality of the future. That is our future if we don't change it. Madara is alive as we speak, and he has absorbed those gods and become a god himself. And he, once released, will unleash hell upon all of you. What do you want us to do then? Said Yagura, who was not under his control. One thing, and only one thing. Prepare yourself and become the perfect Jinchurikis. Train them well and be prepared yourself as well. Because after some time, more like 10 years or so, when Madara is close to his, revival again, we will go out and start fake hunting the Jinchurikis. Why? Are you still working for him? Iron Country leader asked. Because he's getting suspicious that we are either failing very badly or are completely useless. So, who else do we need? Orochimaru. Nonsense. Why? He was a great helper in the future. You see, in the 4th Great Shinobi War, he, alongside with all of you, fought against Madara and his army of Zetsus. Madara was forced back at the time, but Madara waited. Because he was immortal, he couldn't die, so he waited patiently. And we, who thought that the war was won by, you all, struck again from the shadows. And let's just say it wasn't good for you. Everywhere we saw was just despair and destruction. You know that we should kill all of you. I know, we deserve death, but we died at his hands, betraying too. That is why we are sent back. I do not know who or why would anyone want us to be back here in the past, but here we are, and we need your help. Our future is already doomed, but yours can be saved. We have already changed a lot of things, and we need your help in this one if we are going to beat him. Fine. I will support you, Toby said A. As Sonic then said, fine, I will as well. Me as well. You can take care of my son and teach him as well, Minato, because I do not have the time. What do you mean, Vasa? You can't just... I said I don't have time, Minato. What? Minato's eyes widened. Yes, I have contracted an illness that I have been hiding. That is why I am distancing myself from my son and family after the death of my wife. I am dying soon, and that is why I need someone to take care of him. And you, my friend, can do that. Can you? I will. Okay, so we all agree that this Shinobi alliance that was formed in the future, we will form it now, so that our future generation don't have to go through this all meetings and stuff. Hi, we will. But you all have to act like you do. Just skirmishes here and there and no going all out to war. As they all nodded. But why should we do that? I mean, wouldn't it be... Yes, if you don't, it will be suspicious because I told Madara that there is war going on out here. And he will be released upon this world more after 10 to 15 years later. How come that long? Because absorbing an each, as he said, an Otsutsuki requires a lot of time because of the vast amount of chakra as well as powers they hold alongside their dojutsus. That is quite terrifying. Really terrifying indeed. As after that the meeting was ended and all of them had formed the Shinobi Alliance. As you go towards Minato and Obito, as they were back in Konoha now, 1 week later. Obito, are you going to go back to Madara now? Yes, I have to. He will get suspicious if I'm out too long. And the others are going out and gathering bounty as well as gathering the Akatsuki members and preparing them for the war as well. I see. It is well and good then. Everything is moving along as planned, Sensei. You don't have to worry about that. I see then. I'm just worried about you, Obito, and all of this. Naruto is still young, even though he has become the Jinchuriki, alongside his mother of Yin and Yang. We're still not sure that. Well, Sensei, I'm not so sure about the future right now, if this will help or not, but I know that if Naruto can beat again Madara to the inch of his life, we can surely, for sure, do something about it. We must prepare countermeasures at all costs. If Naruto is not able to hold him off again on his own, We might have to come up with a new plan. What kind of? Hakafuyan sensei. You want me? No. I want myself to do this. If it ever comes to that. That is the backup plan. And if that doesn't work, then you can go kamikaze attack on him as their eyes widen. And then he softened with a smile. Me and Kakashi will, I guess. Thank you, Sensei. Thanks a lot. As after that, we see Obito visiting the graveyard and saw that on Rin's grave there are flowers and someone was paying respects. It was Kakashi. So Kakashi, you still visit this place, huh? Yes, I do. Well, I talk to her sometimes. I feel guilty of what I have done. You're not supposed to feel guilty. It wasn't your fault, Kakashi. I know, but I still could have protected her. I promised you. I am sorry, Obito. I wanted to say this a long time ago. I did to your grave, but hey, after your return, I wanted to say this for a long time. I'm sorry. I couldn't protect her, man. It's alright. It was her choice to sacrifice herself. I know. Thanks for trying at least, Kakashi. As Kakashi felt a huge burden lifted from his chest. And don't you go try to get soft on me, Kakashi, because you still have to be cool and beat me if you want to be the top dog. Well, you're on, dope. We'll see about that. And as after this meeting was held, the council was getting suspicious. Why was there Kage meeting with this masked figure? And not only that, what was happening? And Danzo wanted to know as well. As a meeting was called and everyone was there now. Hokage-sama, said the elder, we would like to know respectfully what is going on now. What do you mean? Said Minato. We would like to know why are you talking with that masked person and what are your plans for the future? About what? About the village. And we heard that you formed an alliance with all the 5 villages. Do not speak of this. How many of you know? We only know. And the civilian council know. The civilian council has not revealed it to the public yet. It should not be revealed. What I'm about to tell you could be a world-ending catastrophe. You see, that masked person is from the future. As they all laughed, I'm not joking. He came here to warn us about Madara Uchiha. Madara Uchiha is dead, said Danzo. He is, or is he? His body wasn't found. As Danzo's eyes widened. Shit. How? He was able to survive. Hashirama-sama gave him another chance, but he was too much arrogant. His main goal was revealed. He wanted the whole world as his kingdom, and he has the power now to do so. He is currently resting in an unknown location. Even if I know, I will not tell you, because our whole plan could be jeopardized. Jeopardized? If we have a shot at killing him now, Minato, why the hassle? Because you cannot. You cannot kill him like this. He is what you call a supreme being now. He has absorbed 4 Otsuzukis, and Otsutsuki has a vast amount of chakra, similar to 8 Bijus worth of chakra. As their eyes widen. That powerful? Yes. And they are fakely working for him. They are here to warn us, because they too are betrayed in the future, and we need rebel leaders. You see, there are going to be 3 to 4 wars happening in the future, and we need all the allies we can get to fight against this oppression that will soon befall upon us. I mean, how can you be so sure that it will? Oh, it will. It will for sure. I know that much. I trust him, because that masked person is none other than Obito Uchiha. As Danzo and everyone's eyes widen. As Fugaku was the one whose eyes widened the most. Shit. Who are the other 2? What? I know, from the way you're speaking, one of you, your boy, is the leader of the rebellion. Who are the other 2? Your boy, Shikaku. And yours as well, Fugaku. As Fugaku's eyes widened. What? Itachi? No. Not Itachi. Said, well, Obito, who appeared there from a whirlpool. This is a private meeting, Obito, said Danzo. I know. I'm here to warn you all. Danzo, don't try to go after him. I know your secrets. As Danzo felt quiet, why shouldn't I? He's a great threat, and he's in a spot right now, absorbing gods as we speak and becoming one, and he can absorb each and every hit, and if he is aware that someone knows his location, he will get suspicious of me. I am giving us a chance to fight, okay? If I had a way, I would have killed him. I tried to convoy him into somewhere else, and he asked me why was I doing that. I told him that people were getting near his location. They are getting suspicious of what is going on. Some of them have seen me going inside this cave. And you know what he did? He, from within that pod, destroyed a whole island to the left side of mine. I was quite shocked. Luckily no one was there, but he didn't know. His senses are cut off there, but he can still fire and shoot. Huge amount of chakra outburst. And that is why, if you want to live and not turn into disintegrated ash, you cannot go there. You think Madara is stupid? He will go inside that pod, knowing that someone out there could hurt him, or we can even. No. That isn't why he's called the God of War, is he now? As they all felt chills down their spine. Damn it. What are we going to do? Koharu said. What we always do. Be ignorant, said Homoda. As Hiruzen then arrived and said, well, I guess I agree with Homoda in this one. We have to remain ignorant, and you please, Civilian Council, do not reveal this to anyone. At all. And Mebuki Haruno. What is it, Obito? Protect your daughter, Sakura Haruno, because she will give birth to the new rebellion leader after her father's death, Satsuki Sarada Uchiha. What? Yes. Sasuke and, Sakura will marry and Sarada Uchiha will be born. But what Boruto? Said Pain as he arrived there. Are all of the Akatsuki here? Yes. All of them. Naruto and Hinata Hyuga will give birth to Boruto Uzumaki Hyuga. And he will be the final nail in the coffin. When Naruto died, and all of us died, I remember a glimpse of future that I caught while regressing. Madara was killed, but those two were the only ones left alone in that world and still dying. In the end, they too died, but Madara died with them, meaning no one survived. In the end, it was just a lost cause battle. Yes, a lost fought cause battle. We have to prevent what our children will suffer to befall on their children. We have to take their wounds and their worries away from them. That is why we are here, gentlemen. As for Gaku and Hiyashi as well as Shikaku Rose, we are going to protect our children and prevent this from happening at all cost. Even if you could, there is no way to prevent this, but we can change it. Madara will be released, but instead of him killing people, we can kill him by surrounding him and attacking him. And that is why we need your cooperation. The other Kages are talking to their councils and they have already agreed. Konoha is the only one now left. We will do and try our best. Wait, but what about us, the civilians? Unfortunately, in the Second Great Shinobi Wars, only the shinobis were able to survive. The civilians, they were dead. As their eyes widened, what are we going to do? Prepare bunkers. What? Yes, underground bunkers. Stock food there as much as you can, because even if we go into war, we at least should have 30 years worth of food supplies there. And not only that, artificial seals, so if things come to shove, that we can start farming there and living life there. And we should plant seals everywhere so that no one can get inside, as much as the radius of the bunker is. I know it is bad, but it is the only way I can think of protecting ourselves. What do you think, Minato? Hiruzen said these words as Minato nodded. This is the perfect choice, of course, of this action, said Danzo. Alongside my route, will do this, and we need to gather tools as much as we can, and prepare our shinobis to the utmost output. I'm sorry, but only those civilians with the utmost chakra will be selected. We do not mind at all, said the civilian council, because they knew if this war was going to happen, they need to be prepared, as was the other villages. As now, Obito was retreating back. You're going back? I have to be there. He might get suspicious. As we go towards to see that the whole Katsuki was gathered in the room. Ah, Obito, you arrived. What is going on? Konoha? Well, there's a lot of fighting going on between the council. Jinchuriki's status has been revealed, and Naruto Uzumaki's life is going to be turned into hell soon. Marvelous. Marvelous indeed. Sooner or later, once I'm released, and you have gathered the Bijus and gathered them into Garumazo, we will be able to invade this earth and make it our own. Yes, as all of them nodded. Good. I need to rest now. Please leave. As all of them left. As after leaving the cave and far away to their own locations, they gathered at one place. As they were there to talk and discuss about the future plans. As Pain then said, now that Obito is here, we must discuss. Now, everyone, how has been things on your end? Going as planned, leader, said Deidara. People like us now. And not only that, they think that we are the heroes. To be honest, now we feel kind of what Naruto must have felt back in the day. Yeah, back in the day. But remember everyone, we are here for only one reason. To prevent world's end that we caused with our own hands. No matter what happens, we will not let that happen again. All of them nodded. As they were now disbanded, as Konan and Nagato remained there alongside with Obito. Obito, I know. We have to talk to him. If we don't, then he will not be able to help. As three of them made their way towards a secret hidden lab in between the heart of the rice country, Orochimaru's lab. What can I do for you three? I'm not interested in your group, I told you already. Orochimaru, we need to discuss something, and I need to show you something. As Orochimaru was then into a genjutsu where he lived through the memories of, well, his future self. As tears were falling down his eyes, is this a joke? No, that is the harsh reality from where we came back to in the past. I see. So I had a son, huh? Finally. Which was coldly murdered by Madara. When Naruto and Sasuke died, he was one of the three generals. And you lost everything after he died, protecting Boruto as well as Sarada, the new generals that died alongside Madara, ending the world altogether and us being extinct. I will not let that happen. That is much for sure. But I will fight with my own means. The whole world is gathered together now. The whole elemental nation is there, shaking hands and joining together to kill that son of a bitch. And you are here moping around on your own? Please, you have to be a part of this, Orochimaru. But my son is not made yet. I don't even know where to start to. You will soon, because I have revealed everything to you. You will soon. And not only that, you will be a crucial part in this. When you took over as the institute that provided the tools for the generals and the rebellion forces, we had almost 80% chances of winning against Madara. But at the cost of everyone, you yourself died in that battle. I saw the glimpse. All of us did. Isn't that right, Bane? It is. Listen, I will talk to them, okay? Only if they let me allow inside the village and talk to everyone. I promise I will not harm anyone. I will try to persuade Sensei, Orochimaru, and relay your message to him. Thank you. That is all I ask from you. As after that, Obito left with them. Now what? Said Konan. Now you go back to do your fake tasks while I go and gather Sensei, as well as Hiruzen-sama. Time skip, back in Konoha. No way. We're not going to do this. He lost his son as well, and he was a great help. We need his help. Fine, Minato, but I hope you know what you're doing. As Orochimaru was then called. Sensei, Orochimaru. Listen, I'm sorry, Sensei. I know what I have done. And please allow me to work here. I promise I will not use any more test subjects. Okay, Orochimaru. But you will be under surveillance and Minato. We cannot take chances. I know. As after that, only one problem was that they needed Itachi on their side. No. For the last time I told you. No. I will fight alongside everyone. Listen, Itachi. We need you because you work perfectly in our dynamic. You are a great part of us as a group, so we need your help. Son, I think you should go. What? Father, but I thought you... I know what I said, son. But this is the least you can do for this world. Protect them. Protect this world, son. We all need your help, sooner or later. I will, Dad. I will protect you all. As Itachi joined the group. And after that we go towards Minato and Kushina. It has been 2 years and Naruto was growing up peacefully. Within 2 years, Obito, Uchiha and the Akatsuki have changed a lot of things after their regression back to the past. And they were happy. Things were moving along now, and Naruto and everyone thought of the Akatsuki as the enemy, as Orochimaru as well as, Obito has suggested, because they wanted the kids to feel the real experience, and they wanted them to be trained and prepared, just as their mindset. And from then on, the true canon story began now, as Naruto was now in the academy. And instead of having a crush on Sakura, he had a huge crush on Hinata, and Hinata secretly loved him dearly. All the events played out in canon, and Obito made sure that it happened, as in canon. But the only difference was that Neji still had his father, and it was not killed. And Neji was not an asshole, but still a bit, prideful. And aside from that, Naruto was not mistreated. And he knew about the fox, and the fox was his best friend. As we see him currently sitting in the academy, as Naruto was getting bored. Well, only one more year and he will be a brand new shinobi, a genin of Konohagakure no Sato, because he has aced each and every test, and so has many other of his batch who are from clans, and especially Sakura Haruno. Hey Sakura, hey Sasuke, hey Naruto, both of them said as they sat down. As Hinata then came. Oh, hey Hinata-chan, Naruto said. Oh, hey Naruto-kun. As both of them sat down as well. They were such peaceful now. Time was peaceful as Obito was watching them from shadows. Hey, said Kakashi. Ugh, Kakashi scared the shit out of me. I see that you're watching them. Yeah, they were great leaders back then. They tried to warn us each and every step, but we didn't listen. Because of us, they lost everything. Their families, their future, and the world altogether that they protected, or at least tried to, with their dying breaths. Same will not happen again, Obito. You know that. I know that. I know, Kakashi. It's just that I'm worried. What if Madara is getting, suspicious of me? Things will not be the same, and I think that he is. Because I am feeding him now good news all of a sudden, and he thinks that I am hiding something from him. Well, this can't be good then. Yes, this isn't. That is the reason why I didn't want Naruto and any one of them to know about this. About us being an ally. As I requested Orochimaru to do the same and he agreed. So how far his son has came? He said that he will start to develop them when the children get married. Until then, he is still experimenting with different hormones and genes to give birth. I see. As after that, some time more passed, and the Genin's team were selected, and Kakashi became the Jonin of the Team 7. Naruto, Uzumaki Namikaze, Sasuke Uchiha, and Sakura Haruno. As their adventures as the Team 7 began, and so did the adventures of many other legends. As the time passed, the Chunin exams came after that. The land of Wei was saved by Team 7 as well, again, and many things were happening as in canon. And after that, the Chunin exams, Orochimaru attacked, but this time instead of going for the civilians who had prepared the bunker, many of their clones were launched into the field, and after that, it was revealed that this was all a test and Orochimaru was their Sannin and on their side all along, as they were quite surprised. And then Tsunade and Jiraiya were called back as well. They took the 3 children as their apprentice, the Team 7 children. Jiraiya with, Naruto, Orochimaru with Sasuke, and Tsunade with Sakura, as the 3 of them trained these 3 to become the perfect selves of them, to nurture them into the perfect shinobi, while the others were also trained by her and some others. Time skip. We have a time skip of 3 years later. Since Sasuke did not defect it and neither of that story happened, after the Konoha supposed crush that happened, we see that children had grown up to become Chunins now. Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke were Jonin level shinobis, Shikamaru only being the Jonin as well alongside them. As time passed, the older generation saw what the future held, as it was soon time. Only 1 year left until Madara was released, and all hell broke loose upon them. And that is the time when Akatsuki will switch positions with them. As we go towards the base of the Akatsuki, only 1 year left, everyone. Are you all ready? Well, we are trying to hold up as much as we can, but still, don't you think we can delay this? We can try, but it will not work. Itachi, listen to me. What? You are going to go back to Konoha. What? Yes. But I know what I said. You and Conan will leave. Said Pain. But why? Conan, you and your Kakagenkai, alongside you Itachi and your Genjutsus, are the last line of defense if things don't go well tonight. What do you mean? We are going to attack. What? No, you can't be serious. We agreed that... I know what we agreed upon. Pain said. Here. These are my 2 eyes. The real ones. Give them each to Naruto and Sasuke. They will need it, because the sage is already dead. What? Yes. Sage died giving his eyes to me. They're already burnt out. He told me to give mine to those 2. And that is the last request from mine. But Nagato, you can't. I have to. This is the only way. The way for us to survive. And for them to survive. This will be the signal. We told them all. What? Itachi said. Yeah. We have sent them letters right now. A huge bang will occur. We may or may not be able to survive. But we know for sure that Madara will be released. Either way. And all of them are already prepared. Alongside the Jinchurikis. No matter where Madara goes, he will be alone this time. And still prematured. As their eyes widen, you're going to release him premature? Yes. It is our only shot. Orochimaru said that this might help us win the war because he is premature and still does not have complete grasp of his power. His body may or may not be able to handle the complete potential of his powers. That gives us a huge advantage. I think you should leave, as all of them then sending them away. Can't believe I'm dying again. But, you know what? The only difference is that this time, at least I have a choice. Said Hidan. Talk about yourself, you mummy. You might be able to survive. Yeah, like the last time, as they all appeared inside Madara's grave. Or tombstone. Why are you all here? We are done with your games, Madara. The whole world is safe. We know what you are going to do in the future. And you thought that I didn't. What? After I died at those pathetic shit's hands, I too regressed back. I was playing all along. I have been complete. You meaning I have been doubling your strength? Yes, doubling my strength. As suddenly, the hash was unleashed and the twice powerful Madara God was released upon them. They did not even have a chance to fight. They were killed off swiftly. As the only person who was able to send words was Obito. Mayday, mayday. Go to the protected defensive states, now! As the words reached the 5 villages and before Madara could appear, huge barrier shields erupted, made out of 100,000, barriers each. These were the hard work earned by the Steel Master from 13 years, and now the whole villages were evaporated and had gone into lockdown, and as well as underground into the bunkers that were prepared with 100 more thousand seals there to prevent any of this to happen. As all of them still could communicate with one another, as we see the 5 Kages images appear on each monitor as they were now inside their bunkers. As the 2 remaining Akatsuki were in now Konoha as well. Minato, what is happening? We heard Obito's yell as Mayday. It was a code word that we set for this situation. Madara is released. They were going to fight premature Madara. Something must have happened, said Konan. What now? We must give this Ichai to Minato, your son, as well as Fugaku, your son. I will go and do this to Sasuke, said Itachi. I will follow you as well. Naruto? Okay, fine. As Naruto was given the Rinnegan as well. Naruto then remembered everything. In those Rinnegans were the memories of their future. Kurama, is this? It is the truth. I'm sorry I was hiding it from you, Naruto. But it was for your own sake. To protect you from him. From the harsh realities. Even our son and children dies. I will kill that son of a bitch. As Naruto then entered the perfect Barian state, and Sasuke entered the perfect Susanoo armor state, and Shikamaru entered the perfect Shadow King state, his moniker as the general, as the 3 generals once again appeared in front of, Madara, who was there. The trio of trouble, huh? Last time I killed you, but this time we will be the one who will kill you. As Madara laughed. We? There are no we, kid. Think again. As all the other 8 Jinchurikis arrived there, in their perfect Barian state. Oh, all troublesome children have gathered here. Let me show you the power of God. As the huge battle commenced, the Jinchurikis were at losing position, but they were more and forced Madara back. And Naruto, again, alongside with the help of Sasuke, using the same jutsu, but this time combined with the Bijudamas of all other Jinchurikis and Shadow King's wings, were able to slash through Madara, as Madara was weakened, as his cores were revealed, as Naruto used the ability of Rinnegan alongside with Sasuke. Chibaku Tensei, sealing process, sealing of the heaven and earth, as a huge sealing process appeared. And that was the moment in which none other than Obito himself appeared, wounded. You're alive? Still, you traitor? I should have killed you. Like you wish. You would have. I was able to survive, thanks to Pain giving me enough chakra before his death. I'm sorry. He was able to double his strength and come back as well like us, as all of them eyes widened. But no longer. As she did the hand seals as Minato's eyes went. No, don't, Obito! Hakai Fuyin, sealing process. As Shinigami appeared, as he did another seal. Kami, and he did the final seal. Shinigami, as 3 goddesses appeared. Seal and destroy. As Madara's soul was stripped and the 4 Suzuki was ripped out of his souls, and they were sealed separately inside the Kami, Shami, and Shinigami hurt themselves. And Madara screamed before his body went limp. As with a cotton jutsu, his body was burned into ashes. as Obito himself has damned his soul to not go into afterlife anywhere at all, and he himself died after that day. As he was turning into crumbles of ashes, he said, looking towards all of them, "I told you, Kakashi, I could do this. Told you, Sensei. I will protect all of you. I became a leader, huh?" "You did," said Naruto, as all of the other Jinchurikis were saddened. And then they all cheered. Some of them mourned, but all of them cheered. They had won this war, but the protection system was still up, and they had just advanced from then on. After that, the funeral was held for their heroes, the Akatsuki, who have destroyed their previous life, but this life was saved by them, and they were cherished by all of their nations. Time skip. A lot of years later, we see in a garden as well Itachi and Konan washed, alongside with Orochimaru. The children were playing, the next generation who were safe now. Nothing to worry about at all. The age of peace prevailed, and each and every nation was the one who was enjoying it as well. You know, seeing all of them, I think this was worth it. Wasn't it, guys? Said Conan, looking towards the huge stone that was created, and engraved on them were the names of those fierce shinobi who have, well, lost everything, even their lives, to save the whole world. The Akatsuki, the dawn of the Red Sun. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is about Uchiha, and I'm signing out.